Hello, everyone. So today I'm going to teach you how to use Citefast.com, how to create citations, in-text citations, reference pages, and annotated bibliographies, all from Citefast.com. First, we need to find our article. So if you were doing a research paper and you were using a web source, you would go to the article that you want to see. Now, or that would work for you. Now, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find your article. Make sure that you check out the URL, check for an author's name, and check for the date, because these really do help decide if the article is credible or not. So be very careful. I always recommend that you do not use a source that doesn't have an author's name or a date. Just kind of a rule of thumb. Now, my particular article is from People magazine, and I'm going to assume that it's reputable, since this is a pretty important source out there in the world of news. Okay, once you have found your source and you know that this is a source that you want to use for your research paper or whatever project you're doing, then you can go to citefast.com. This is the main page. I have a picture of it right here. Be sure that APA is highlighted, see the blue square, and be sure that the web page is highlighted, see the green square. This will ensure that you're doing the correct citation style for the correct type of medium. Okay, now this is where you're going to use the URL that you saw on your article. You're going to copy that URL and paste it in to citefast.com. As you can see, I have an arrow indicating this. And then you're going to click the search icon when you're finished. Now, after you click search, Citefast is going to begin creating your citation immediately. In fact, you'll see it at the bottom of the page. The system will create the citation in real time based on the information that it can gather from that URL. It will try to gather as much as it possibly can. However, sometimes there are things that are missing, such as the name of the author. As you can see right here, my author's name is missing. And I know there's an author to this article. And so now I need to go back to my article and check it out and find that author's name. And then I can add it to this. We can add anything we need to. Okay, so as you can see, I added the author. If the date of publish was missing, I could also add that. And of course, you want to read everything in this little section. Check the boxes in the pop-up to make sure that you're finished. Okay, now look at the document title right here by the arrow. Make sure that this title is properly formatted. Do you see that little red note? Some words are capitalized. Only proper nouns should be capitalized. The first word and the first word after a colon or dash should be capitalized. So you want to make sure that you basically just read the directions and make the changes that you need to. So we would need to uncapitalize wild tours, taking out and trash. We would need to uncapitalize surreal and life as well. Once you've made these changes and you review the format document title, you can make the changes as needed. And after we click save, actually as we type everything in and we make sure everything's good, Citefast is going to create our citation in real time on the very bottom of the page. And when you're satisfied with what this looks like, make sure that you click on the green button that says Save Citation. After you save, you're going to see the full citation on the right side of the page, as indicated by this arrow. You have a beautiful citation that is perfectly formatted in APA. Once you've completed this, a really cool feature of Citefast is that you can export your references into a reference page, which is required anytime you use references within your essay or a project that you're doing. So you click the Export to Word button, sorry, with the red arrow pointing to it. Now this is going to download a copy of your full reference page, and this formats your reference page perfectly. Now this is your reference page. I've already exported it and this is what it looks like. As you can totally see here, the first line is left justified and the second and third line is indented 1 tab space. They call this a hanging indent. And you can format this yourself in Word, but it's really nice and easy if you have the system to do this, such as Citefast.com. If you had searched for 3 sources and you had 3 sources on your reference page, then you would see all 3 sources. So you can use this for as many sources as you want, basically. I just did 1 for the purpose of instruction. But before we leave, let's check out one more feature. There's more. We can see the in-text citation button right over here, as you can see indicated by the top arrow. When you click that, you're going to see an in-text citation below the citation. This is like a miniature version of the full citation. You're going to use an in-text citation whenever you quote, paraphrase, or summarize another author's work within your own. This helps prevent plagiarism, and it gives credit to the author who actually wrote this article. And if you want more information about how to format in-text citations, you can click the button that says In-Text Citations Guide right here on the bottom, indicated by this red arrow. Once you've clicked on the APA in-text citation guide, you're going to see something that looks like this. What's really cool is we'll tell you how to implement and include your in-text citations within your text. There are actually more than just one way to do this. So you can definitely check this out, and this is a great helper when you're using in-text citations. Now, over here on your right side, you're going to see a full citation as it is in Citefast.com. Now, at this point, you can edit your reference or add an annotation. If you make a mistake or you want to add a note, an annotation, just double click on the blue highlighted reference box on the right side of the page. This is going to open up the edit screen on the left as indicated by the second red arrow. Now, this is super cool because you can create and you can add an annotation to your document here. They will again format it for you with Citefast. So here we are. This is after I've pushed the edit button. And when I look at the bottom, I can click on this add annotation button and create my own note about my source. As I add my note, the citation updates in real time. And when I'm satisfied with my note, I can create Save Citation. Now, the great thing about this is that when you're asked to do an annotated bibliography, you can do the entire thing in Citefast, and it will format everything for you. Okay, now we can see our reference and annotation right here on the right side of the page. Now, if we want to make sure that this goes into our document, we can do an export to Word. So you would click on the export to Word button. This is what it looks like once you open up your Word document. As you can see, you have your reference and right below you have your note. Now we've created an annotated bibliography for just one source. Of course, chances are you're going to need to have more than one source for an essay. So your annotated bibliography might have 2 or 3 sources with 2 or 3 citations and 2 or 3 notes about each citation. I'm sorry, 1 note per citation. Now we're finished. Now you should have a lovely, perfect looking citation. You should be able to find how to create an in-text citation. The system will do that for you. You've been able to create a reference page and an annotated bibliography, all with Citefast. And of course, if you have any questions, be sure to contact me. I am here to help, and I'm only a few clicks away, so don't hesitate to reach out if you need a little more assistance with this. Thank you for watching.